Are you praying to God, asking Him to assist you in getting out of debt? Are you patiently waiting for a response from God in your financial life? Allow me to inform you of something. The absence of comprehension regarding biblical principles of financial management is the primary reason behind financial problems. And to help you with that, I created the new season of the Bible Finance Crash Course. There are 28 classes, 100% online, 100% free. In this crash course, I'm going to show you for free, no fine print, no tricks, that it's possible to have your finances under control, get out of the red, and start investing to make God's dreams come true in your life. But in order to participate, all you need to do is sign up for free by clicking here to learn more. So if you were expecting an answer to your prayer, a sign from God for you to make that change, that financial change in your life, click here and sign up for free. I'll see you there.
Deputy something.
Attorney
General. Which is which?
Deputy Attorney General.
We are here to discuss.
Or special advisor to President number 2. Which one? Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
I hope you're well.
By God's grace.
All right. Let me just of course, lawyer Kamjanto is still here with us. He is a full member of the CPP. He's not moving anytime soon. No, yeah.
Genetically CPP.
Okay. But
I was born into it.
Okay. Are you emotionally attached to another?
No, I'm
movement?
Not attached. No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. And of course, Honorable Ras Mubarak is here. He's a former MP for Kumbungu constituency. You are just going to speak on the issue of questions that need to be answered.
In respect of questions, I mean, once the life of a parliament comes to an end, all the unresolved issues die a natural death. So it would have to take some form of a petition for some of those things, to be raised again in the 9th Parliament. But I think we have come to a point in our country's history where we should not let, some of these criminalities that, somebody who's not a member of Parliament get dressed up. As a member of Parliament. It's one of the most embarrassing things.
So you're saying NDC members in Parliament?
Well, I'm not saying NDC members. What I'm saying is that members of Parliament, members of Parliament, wasn't.
So why has the NDC not come out?
Exactly. My point is that members of Parliament know clearly it wasn't.
But should the NDC not have come out?
That is
to speak on this?
Individual members.
What do you think?
I mean, first of all, I was the one who petitioned against Adjoa Safo's removal. Because I thought, violating the Constitution was a serious thing. And if a member of Parliament was absenting herself from Parliament, then, we need to enforce the Constitution.
Are you saying the Speaker at the time also?
I don't know. I can't speak for the Speaker, but if you look at where she was sitting.
For Alexander Akwesiakwa is a deputy minister as well. Kennedy Osenya, quite an experienced guy. Samuel, quite well known. So I think MPP on the Eastern Region side have some really quality names.
But Apia Dankwa is Apia about Joseph. Apia about I think he went back and came back. Yeah,
so he's also pretty. From playing south. Yeah, so some interesting names here. The second Eastern Regional list as well has some rather known names. So you have, for example, the MP for Lower Manya, Oklete Telabi, who's not a fresher, is quite.
I think this is his
fourth term. Abeno Seasari, who's a Minister of State in Finance, probably going in very important in some of the committees because of her experience as an accountant and economist. Etiwa West has a new face, replacing the roads minister. Ayensiano, MPP has taken it back from NDC. First time NDC took it. The Fantiakwas were quite controversial. And I'll tell you something. The Fantiakwas North, the gap between the two winners was less than 200. So this Kwame Appiah Kudia winning, it was a very tight race with the NDC person as well. Lower West Takim and Upper West Akim, typically NDC tends to do well. And then you have some of the, this is the final, of course, as Jaman, we always thought Pius was going to.
Yeah.
You didn't think Thomas was in any trouble?
No, not at all, not at all. I mean, at the beginning, Pius misled himself by thinking that he was on the ground. But when the proper forces were marshaled, he had to take off.
So temporarily, he was making inroads.
Oh, of course. I mean, he was the new kid on the block, so he was all over the place, believing that he would make an impact. But I mean, like I said, when the real forces went onto the ground,
in election, one of the most important things to know is to be able to detect your weakness early. I mean, the risk, and I think that in that regard, Thomas did very well. He was able to identify the challenges in the constituency, and then where he needed to call for help, quickly he did.
In terms of experience on the minority side, incoming minority from the Eastern region, if you can show me the rest of the list, I was wondering whether I could point a few more people to me. So we have, for example, the Atiwa East. Obviously, finance will be an important. Anybody else there? Is there any other? Fred, I think there's one more sheet because Eastern has 33, right? There's one more sheet which has Kojo Oponkruma and Co. Just wondering, yes. So Davis is in Price, so new job in South, in Anodompre, Ofansia Yorubi. Any standout people who will be important in Parliament in your view for the work of Parliament?
Yes, so I can see, just like you've indicated, Kojo Oponkruma, Anodompre, then who again from the MPP side? I think I can.
Ochrebefi,
Yeah.
who is a former, is a deputy minister, I believe, for trade. A few new faces as well.
Yeah.
You know, because Suhum is a new face, I suspect, and Okre also happens to be rather new. Davis is an old face. Interesting times.
Nyakote, this is second term.
Yes. So the NDC side, I think the two of them, this is their second.
Yellow Krobo second term,
Yes.
and then Upper Manya Krobo. Of the West Akim, this one is NDC dues. Was it Upper West or Lower West Akim? NDC typically, Salas Mensah was an MP for one of them, and he was Upper West Akim, I think. Interesting. Well, so it seems as if 11 o'clock is upon us, and so are you going to sit on the left or the right? Where are you going to?
I'm going to sit where the majority will sit.
I see. And are you part of the front benches?
Yes, I mean, I'm a fourth timer. I'm not a small boy.
So you are going to be.
I'm not a small boy at all.
You're a
we have
big
to be
man.
serious in this country.
His only problem this evening is that there will be no Esla to sit on his lap.
Oh, you were the guy.
Oh, you were the one she sat on. Oh dear.
So there's no Esla to sit on.
Amazing.
I'm sure you missed that moment.
I wanted to go to the north briefly. Fred, if you can help me with the north, just to show a few quick MPs in the north as we try and move quickly to the next segment of the show. All right. Now, I wanted the north. Okay. This region had 6 MPP, 1 independent, and the rest is NDC. The finance minister is obviously going to be important. Mohammed Amin Adam, who's
It's also, I think,
Nitiwul is very experienced as well. Bimbila.
Sunday is about his second term.
Who?
Tampuli.
Tampuli, also Gushewu.
That's the second.
Harun Idrisu, obviously, Towers.
Matthew Nyindam is a
Tamale Central. He's a third termer because Mutala was first Nanton and then came to Tamale Central and is retained, so he's a third timer.
Suini is also a third term.
Suini as well. Habib Idrisu is a
Second term.
but is in leadership for the MPP.
The 8th, it was quite clear where the majority was and where the minority.
So some returnees there.
Yeah.
Which of these surprised you the most? Did you expect to win Yendi?
Yeah, I think Yendi. the Farouk was making a lot of noise there, so I thought that it was a threat, but unfortunately,
for him. So Abdul Fattah Al-Hassan pulled a surprise for Yendi. He was NDC and he went independent. The Yaosan region MPs, if you can show us. The second north. There's Savelugu as well.
They are going to be seated. But from look of things, and we saw the clerks at table came and they were doing the demarcations. The NDC MPs are going to sit directly in front of the MPP MPs, and that sounds a bit. And it's like so. They may just have to make do with it. But we were equally talking about the injunction and or the state of execution that has been served,
which was something I was coming to. We've seen these MPs in question. Patrick Yabouama is seated just behind his leadership on white, on his phone, close by is Andrew Esiama.